I feel like a superstar.
So, continue to tell us what we were talking about.
Now I don't know what to talk about.
This is Rahul. He was saying how he got into the cryptocurrency space. Hi, this is Samson Williams. We're in Dubai with Rahul. So he was saying that he got interested in blockchain and the cryptocurrency space because he was a student, and then he realized where money and debt came from. So don't let this stop you from talking.
No, I mean, yeah. So I grew up in a system where we never really understood finance, and when I used to read about influential people, I realized they do three things good. Like they do communication really good, they understand tech, and they know how money works. Mm-hmm. So that's when I started networking for communication and reading finance stuff, and just understanding how the world finance market works. It just blows my mind every day.
What is so mind-blowing about how the world financial market works from your perspective?
Okay, I mean, this is gonna probably sound stupid because I got into finance at the age of 20.
Uh-huh.
But
it just means you're the future of finance, that's all.
I mean, the weirdest thing was that currency revolves around debt, which can be limitless. I mean, how can you get value? I'm obviously wrong when I say this, but the idea of getting value from something that can be produced unlimitedly is kind of shocking to me. You know, because I mean, economics 101 says demand increases when supply is low, blah, blah, blah. And technically, if you can always create debt, that's how depression, everything else would happen, right? I mean, that's my point of view.
No, I agree with you. Have you read this book, The History of Debt?
Oh, I just bought the book.
The first 5,000 years?
Yeah, I have had, it's on my top list.
Debt, the first 5,000
yeah, so there's a book called Debt, the First 5,000 Years. I recommend you get the unabridged version. It's a little bit longer, but it gives you more context to this this concept of what money is and how we're actually, digital currencies aren't a new thing, that the barter system didn't exist, that it's actually a system of credit. And so, like this piece of Velcro, it could have been represented currency because it's just a record of debt. It's a record of credit. That I gave you this, so this credit equals something. And so we've always had a system of credit. We haven't always had a system of money. So that'll be an interesting thing as you read into it. So in particular in Dubai, are you still a student?
Yeah.
So where you go to school at now?
University of Liverpool.
Oh, so what are you doing here in Dubai?
So I have my vacations there, and I grew up here. So my family and friends are here.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just came here.
How old are you now?
I'm 20.
Oh, so still 20.
Yeah.
So having not caused any of the financial issues to this point, where do you think as a 20-year-old who's going to be in charge of shaping the world for the next 30 to 40 years, where do you see the future of money, the future of finance? No pressure.
Never any pressure, right? I mean, from I may be wrong, right? So I don't see money going 100% decentralized because somehow it needs to be regulated. As long as it's regulated for the good, I'm up for regulation kind of thing. So I guess it has to be somewhat centrally decentralized.
Centrally decentralized? What does that mean?
So I read about this concept called MVC, which was known as minimum viable centralization.
Minimum viable centralization, okay.
Which is exactly what it kind of means.
Okay,
so adding an element of centralization because I guess up till now, 100% decentralized models haven't been extremely useful to the economy or in work, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I obviously don't know how you could have a bit of centralization in decentralizing money and stuff. But I would be interested in thinking more about it. I guess that's how I'm going to spend my summer.
Brilliant. So, Rahul, introduce yourself since we forgot that part.
So I'm a student at the University of Liverpool, and in my spare time I do blockchain development because so I got into blockchain not because of Bitcoin, but I started reading about finances, and all these finance people were talking about this thing called blockchain, so I just read about it. That was an interesting time because I didn't really know coding. I was 4 months into coding, and blockchain, as people know, is pretty heavy in its course. So yeah, I started spending 3-4 hours every day, and eventually got my head around it.
Awesome, awesome. So if you have a question about the future of finance, the future of currency, and the future of MVCs, minimal viable centralization, this is our role. He's so famous he doesn't even have a last name, but he's going to get one. That's okay. If someone wants to connect with you on LinkedIn or on social media, how can they do that?
LinkedIn's the best place. Is this the point when I give my LinkedIn website?
Probably just your last name will suffice.
So Rahul Kothari 1234. Just put that on LinkedIn.com, and hopefully you'll find me.
Brilliant. So we're gonna end this conversation here, but live from, well, it won't be live by the time you see this. Rahul Kothari 1234 on LinkedIn. Ask him about the future of minimal viable centralization in finance. So thank you very much for being on this show. Bye-bye.
Bye.